Joey, I know the number one defensive team in basketball ain't give up 116 points to the Pelicans. The sixth, right now they're the sixth seed in the West.
In overtime. It's overtime.
Hold on.
They got an extra session there.
Hold on, wait a second, Skip. I'm just trying to talk to you. So they had 104 points in regulation. Is that good? Is 104 points in regulation against the number one defensive team?
Is Anthony Davis good? Help me out. Is he good?
So you only the number one defensive team if you don't play good. Okay, let me make my point.
Tell me when it's my turn.
It's not your turn. No. She said, Shannon, what you make of this? No. Shannon.
Well, you're obviously making a bad point
Didn't
already,
say nothing about Skip.
Yeah.
Shannon. What it tells me is that the Pelicans can play really with anyone, I think with the exception of the Warriors. When they step on the court, Skip, they have two of the three best players, whomever they play, unless it's the Warriors. And then they got maybe 3 and 4 or maybe 2 and 4. So, because Anthony Davis it's funny, Skip. Kentucky got the 3 best big men in basketball. Boogie Cousins, Anthony Davis, and Karl Anthony Towns. I don't think there's any question about that. Those three, I mean,
that'll win you some games at Kentucky.
And how he only has one national championship with all those number one. No, that's neither here nor there, Skip. Skip, and here's the thing. We know what Boogie and Anthony Davis represent. So pencil them in every single night for 50 points, 25 rebounds. Now, if you tick them off and they get going, pencil them in for 60 and 30. The question is, where are they going to consistently get that third scoring option from? Now, Holiday came to play last night.
Oh, did he?
In the fourth quarter in overtime, he got it going. Because these two big guys, they're unstoppable. They play conventional. Everybody else has gone away from the conventional two bigs. A true five, but neither one of these guys are true five. They're all like stretch forward. But Anthony Davis, once he got that three-point range to his game, Skip, he always was good around the basket. He got the mid-range game. Now he stepped it out to the three-point line. He's a good free throw shooter. And you know he can protect the rim. He can block shot. He can defend. Boogie Cousins, fundamentally sound, got great footwork. He stepped out to the three-point range, mid-range game. Now, he's not the defender per se. He does average about 1.5 blocks a game. But the third option, and because when you're dealing with the Warriors, you know Steph, you got to match KD and Steph. Okay, but then they still got that silent guy over there that doesn't get a whole lot of attention, but he can shoot the basketball. That's Klay Thompson. So who are you going to be? Who's going to be your third option? They got that last night, Skip. Skip, man. You look at Anthony Davis over his last 3 games, 43 and 14. Take it back another game, he's 39 and 13. So he's good. We've seen Boogie go for 40 and 20. So the two bigs are special, 50-25 on a nightly basis. But the third option, now they got, last night they got Holiday, and Clark gave him some quality minutes. Sometimes Eton Moore shows up. But Skip, they can scare a lot of people. Now, I don't know if they can beat the Warriors in 7, but they're going to scare the hell out of everybody else will have a dogfight dealing with this team because of these two bigs.
So, Mr. Basketball Genius, answer me this question.
I answer you all the questions.
Why, after the Pelicans have now won 4 of their last 5, including that impressive win in overtime last night against a team that came in 34 and 10. I didn't read too much into it. Why, after these Pelicans have won 4 out of 5, are they merely 3 games over 500?
Because Anthony Davis, because Skip, he gets some of the injuries. Like I said, he might need to go see a different trainer to see why
he's missed 6 games. That's not enough to be only 23 and 20.
But here's the thing. A lot of times, Skip, when you look at it, you say, okay, well, why is this? You look at them sometimes like, why are you trying to play like Golden State? You got 2 bigs. Let them do what they do. There were some times last night, Skip, late in the shot clock, Anthony Davis and Boogie Cousins standing at the 3-point line. No, both of y'all can't be there. One of y'all need to be down to the box so I can dump it down there. And you still got Rajon Rondo, Skip. Now, he might not be the same Rajon before.
He averages 8 assists, and that's pretty good.
But you catch him on a good night, he'll go get 20. Because remember, a month ago, he got 25 assists in under 30 minutes. Now, I would have stayed in it because I'm going to break Scott Skiles' record. Oh, yeah, I'm getting that record, Skip. Because I don't know if I'll ever be in this situation again. 25 assists, and I only pay like 25. Oh, I'm getting that record. I'm going to try to get beat 40. I'm going to put it way out there. But don't sleep on that. That don't have anything to do with it. They took apart the number 1 defensive team. And I got one more question, then I'm going to turn it over to you, Skip. You told me Kyrie Irving yesterday is the number 10 defensive rated player in the NBA. Can you help me out? Why did they take him out with 2 seconds on the clock and the Pelicans had the basketball? If he's such a good defender. Now, I would have been highly upset at Mike Shanahan. If I'm the best tight end in football and on 4th down and we're going to throw the ball, he takes Shannon Sharpe out of the game. Joe, I'm going to be upset. Now, I don't know how you would feel about that, but I'm going to feel some kind of way. Why is Kyrie Irving out of the game as the number 10 defensive rated player?
Are you talking about regulation or overtime?
I'm talking about regulation. Regulation. You know what I'm talking about, Skip.
By the way, who hit that shot late in regulation to tie it?
Whoa, Skip.
Oh, Kyrie did. Oh, and guess what he did? He took the ball to the basket the way the big guy in Cleveland should and does.
Why would you do this, Skip?
I'm just
Why
asking.
you walk in this door? I had the door say, do not enter. But you wanted to, you know what? You see the movie Joy? You say, do not enter, and Skip, he got to go. And I see Joy, I had a sign that say, do not enter. And Skip opened this door. Well, tell me why Kyrie was 8 of 24. He had 3 points in the 4th quarter, 2 turnovers, missed 2 threes, and missed the layup, and missed the free throw.
He needed to rest.
Don't do me like this, Skip.
Yeah. So Kyrie Irving, by the way, scored 24 points in the 4th quarter in overtime. Is that good?
It took him 24 shots.
24? No, it didn't take 24 shots.
Skip, he was 8 of 24.
Okay, but he scored. I'm talking about in just the 4th quarter, the second half in overtime.
Yeah.
Second half in overtime, 24 points. Wow, that's pretty good.
Is 8 of 24 pretty good shooting percentage? 33%, Joy?
He didn't have a great night, but he hit the clutch bucket to tie the game at the end of regulation, and then he got forced into taking a 3 that was highly contested by Drew Holiday, who was big time in this game.
Was it more contested than the one he hit in Game 7?
I don't know.
I don't think, no, it wasn't. The step back. You remember the step back?
Yeah. No, this was all over him because what was the circumstance? Kyrie knew, because Drew Holiday knew, because everybody knew, they're down 3. And the clock is ticking 5, 4, 3, 2, and you got to shoot it.
But you're that guy.
So he tried to create a little space, and Drew Holiday, to his credit, just said, nope, I'm going nowhere. I'm in your face.
Yeah.
And he was all over the basketball, and Kyrie had to, at the top of his shot, rearrange just a little bit, reroute just a little bit, and it didn't fall.
He clutched
made a bunch
Skip.
of them. Guess what? Kyrie Irving, here's a little stat for you. Just in overtime in his career, Kyrie Irving from the free throw line is 50 of 53. That's insanely good. Sort of like LeBron from the no, it's not like LeBron. From
No. Why is he not 50? So you mean to tell me so one of the misses came last night, huh?
What about one? 50 of 53.
What about that missed layup? Yeah. So what did they do with layups?
Layups, he got fouled. He got knocked on his
Did they call it? Did they call it? Okay, they didn't get
They
fouled.
weren't calling anything.
Exactly.
He got no calls.
Okay, good. That's what it should have.
So now back to the Boston Celtics. They're not the biggest team in basketball. They have a hard time with these two guys because everybody's going to have a hard time with these two guys. Because you do have Aaron Baines, and you put him on DeMarcus.
Yep.
And they bang bodies all game. And he did an okay job because DeMarcus didn't go off last night.
He didn't shoot well. 19 and 15.
Not bad, but not great. But he get his 15 boards.
Yeah.
So now you're stuck with Al Horford guarding that other guy. And he is unguardable.
No.
Yes.
Al Horford is a top 10 defensive guy.
He is. He is against everybody else. But this guy just might be the most unguardable player in basketball. When he's got it going. And he doesn't always have it going. But he had 45 and 16 last night. And I just kept sitting back saying, that's just too good. That's unstoppable. When he's making 3 points, he didn't make a bunch of threes last night, but when he's making 2-point jump shots.
He's making the step, when he pulling up, stepping back and pulling up in your face.
Come on. That's just so outrageously good. And still, it took them overtime, and they were hitting on every cylinder last night.
What about the Celtics, Joy? They put up 53s, they made 18 of them. Huh? Come on now, Skip Bayless. Now, I'm trying to think.
Anthony Davis was unstoppable.
Let me tell you
he basically won the game by himself.
Let me tell you how I operate. Now, all these safeties that's all pro and going to the Pro Bowl, Joy, if you that guy, well, you need to come see Shannon Sharpe one-on-one.
Okay.
In which I do what I do.
Huh.
So if you that guy, Al Horford, number 1, Kyrie Irving, you got to do something with Drew Holiday.
What's Al Horford, about 6'8"?
6'10".
He's about 6'8".
6'10".
You know it.
AD cooked him.
He cooked him all
And Drew Holiday
long.
cooked your guy.
Yeah.
Cooked him.
Yeah.
Now, I can
he
see.
Didn't cook him.
If that's
he played the heck out of him.
If that's Steph Curry, okay, I get it. If that's James Harden, I get it. Drew Holiday cooking you?
My guy scored 24 in the second half in overtime. That's great. That's LeBron-esque, dare I say.
Who had the better fourth quarter in overtime, True Holiday or Kyrie Irving?
Well, you know what happened. It was
I don't know what happened.
one night.
But what about the people at home that didn't watch the game?
The team that you're lauding, that you're beating the new drum for, your new team, you're on the new bandwagon, you're on the Pels bandwagon.
We just do what we do. Oh, I mean, they do what they do.
So I'm going to remind you that the Pelicans have lost. Well, let me do the reverse. I'm going to give you the best first. Okay. They beat your Cavaliers by 22. Yeah. They beat Oklahoma City by 7. They beat my San Antonio Spurs by 17, all at home. And now they have won at Boston against a team that was 34-10. But at home, they lost to Orlando by 16. At home, they lost to Sacramento. At home, they lost to Dallas by 8. And they have already lost twice to what's left of the Memphis Grizzlies. And you're saying they might be a threat. They're not a threat. There's something missing on this team.
Yeah, it wasn't missing last night.
On any given night, they can beat anybody.
It wasn't missing last night. I don't know what.
You realize Boston is 34-11?
Why they got that 11? How did they get the 11?
What are the Cavaliers?
Who put that? Who put that? They were 10.
Cavaliers have lost 8 out of 10.
I was just talking about the Celtics yesterday, and they were 34-10. How did they get the 34-11?
You pulled the Kleenex out yesterday and waved the white flag.
I ceased fire.
You ceased fire.
It was a ceasefire.
Yeah. Well, you gave up.
You're harassing me.
You gave up.
You are harassing me.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.